Hey guys, John here, and this is episode 3 of The Unfiltered Life. And I want to talk about creating today. And what is it that really creates a circumstance? I heard something the other day that I found really interesting. It was the separation of universe into universe, right? One song, one dance, one interplay of energy, um, one just it's everything is in perfect harmony with reality, right? Everything is just, it doesn't seem that way because we have been taught to judge things a certain way, judge things as lacking, right? If you're lacking money, you judge as lacking and I don't have enough, and then you feel a certain way. Or maybe somebody in the world is murdered and you judge that as a lack of life, when in reality, lack is the only thing that cannot exist in this world. Um, and it all stems from one belief, and that belief is that we are small and separate from creation. The belief that I am an individual, I am this body, and I am separate from everything that I experience. That could not be further from the truth. You're welcome to believe that out of your free will and out of the free choice that you have to choose your state of being. Now, what do I mean by state of being? It's your state of awareness, right? It is your, what am I aware of right now? What am I being? Am I being happy? Am I being sad? Am I being thoughtful, caring? Am I being wealthy? Am I being healthy? Am I being sick? What am I being? And, a being, your state of being is your concept of yourself. How do you see yourself? And the world, that's how the world is going to see you, because you're connected to the one mind. Your individual mind is connected to the one mind, and that one mind is connected to every other mind. So if your thoughts are you're sending thoughts of I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, I am lacking money, the whole world is going to be receiving subconsciously those thoughts when they experience you, your body. It's not your body, it's the body, but that's for another topic and another day. Um, but your state of being creates your reality. Now, if you were to go around, positive thinking works, right? It's not just positive thinking. It's not just putting out good thoughts, which it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like you're only putting out negative thoughts. You're choosing your state of being all the time, and so many of us live life unconsciously, unaware of what we are sending out from our mind to the universal mind right now. um, and though that would be called intention. And a powerful intention, which is a powerful thought, which is a focused thought, um, that is infinitely more powerful than any physical labor. It's called, I guess, spiritual power, if you want to call it that. But it is infinitely more powerful than any form of physicality, mechanical labor. It's crazy. It's like, as I said, infinitely more powerful. But your state of being, I am, right? I is your free agent of awareness. I am is limiting. So you go from the infinite, from all things, down to the I, which is your first limitation. And then you have a state of being, which is I am, which is you then have a limitation, or you impinge upon your awareness, a state of being in this world. Um, and then you define it as, then you break it down to even further limitation, which would be like I am Jonathan Kissel, or I am a white male or a black male, or a, single mother, or whatever it is. Um, but I am this. So you go from I, which is your ultimate freedom state, to I am, and then I am comes even smaller and smaller and smaller with every limitation that you put after I am. Um, And we've been taught by society and by our parents to define things in a certain way. We it's a learned pattern, but in reality, and this is reality, every event in space and time is a neutral and meaningless event, meaning it doesn't have any inherent meaning to it. It is neutral, completely neutral, able to be defined in whatever way that you see fit. Okay? Um, so you can define something in any way that you desire to define it, and that will create within you a certain set of thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. We do not experience the external world. The only thing we experience is our story about the external world, about the event, about the situation, right? One person can be living in their car and be completely happy, and another person could lose their home and have to live in their car and be completely miserable. It's the only thing that we ever experience is our own definitions on the neutral event. Um, Now we're going to get into reality creation, or creating from your reality, which is that presence energy. So everything in your world is a result of your presence, of how you see yourself, your concept of yourself. I believe it was Neville Goddard that says there's no one to change but self, right? When you change how you see yourself, when you do not accept any limitation of illness, disease, um, lack, negativity, judgment, even judgment upon yourself. When you don't accept that upon yourself, all there is unconditional love, abundance, wealth, health, like purity, right? Everything is possible. And the way to step into it's like, I think Abraham Hicks says, it's like tuning to a radio station. And you don't want to get rid of the other radio stations that you don't want to see anymore. You just don't listen to them, do you? No. You just don't listen to them. You don't get rid of them off the radio. But when you tune your thought field, your frequency, your vibration to a certain station, and persist on that station, you're going to enjoy what you want, or not. If you don't enjoy it, then just tune it to another station. um, but the way that you create your circumstances is by being your preference now, right? So think of something that you want in your life, and what would you be when you have that? So for me, it would be like a Tesla, right? What would I be when I have a Tesla Model S P100D, with ludicrous mode? I'm pretty excited about it. I would be a Tesla owner. Okay, I would be happy. I would have fun when I'm driving my car. I would be someone that contributes to the environment. Helping cut down on emissions and things like that from cars. Um, but if you want to chunk all of that up to one thing, what would I be? I would be happy, right? So can I be the essence of my desire fulfilled right now? Can I be happy right now? Well, yeah, I can, right? And while I'm being happy, I'm focusing on driving the Tesla. I'm not seeing the Tesla um, in third person. I'm actually I'm making it personal. So I'm seeing the scene of what I would see behind the wheel. I would see the steering wheel, um, with the smooth, leather. I would see the LCD screen in front of me. I would see the main LCD screen there in the center console. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, and I'm happy about that, which would then bring that into my life in a way that I don't have to worry about the how or the when. All I know is if I persist in being happy about seeing, feeling, hearing, smelling that new car smell, tasting, um, you know, if I can persist in that, it will have to objectify itself, because the world is always objectively objectifying what we are appropriating subjectively, what we are feeling to be true subjectively. So, in a sense, the entire world is created from our presence. How do we see ourselves? What concept do we have of ourselves? Are we healthy, fit, sexy, ugly, uh, rich, poor, um, victim, powerful, small, big, whatever? How do you see yourself? And the good way to know is look at your friends, look at the conversations you have on a daily basis. How do your friends see you? How do you, how does your family see you? Um, what are your circumstances like in your life? Do you have the body that you want? Do you have the finances that you want? If not, then you need to change your concept of yourself, and you need to persist in that change in self, and then the circumstances around you, which are only ever reacting to your concept of yourself, they're only ever responding to you and your vibration, what you feel to be true, what you believe to be true, will have to reflect that new change in your vibration or your belief systems or your concept of self. There's many different names for it, whatever works for you. Um, but you need to overwhelm your energy, your body with your preference. So I want you to imagine a scene right now that would imply that you have your desire. And notice how the body reacts. You can imagine anything right now, and the body will react a certain way. If you imagine biting a lemon, your mouth will salivate. If you imagine having sex, your heartbeat will rise, okay? So that sensation of feeling, um, sensation is seeing, anything that is touched by the senses. It is the way that your spirit experiences the world. So that's sensation, and then you have emotion, which is, something that is caused by the story that you are giving to um, either imagination or physicality. So um, you can imagine what you want and imagine a scene that would imply you have it, like a congratulatory conversation. Or if you're in a situation right now that you don't want to be in, say, I remember when I was in that situation, and notice how that feels. And then you want to repeat that until it feels like it's completely in the past. And, done and dusted, you've moved on, you're now on to bigger and better things. So I remember when I was homeless, when I had to live in my car. Yeah, I remember when that was happening. I'm thankful now that I don't have to, right? But I remember when I did. So it's putting it in the past. It's putting what I don't want in physicality behind me. Um, if you would imagine that your mind is like a train, right? And your eyes, your senses, the world of physicality is a result of you sitting on the back of the caboose. Who's driving the train? Your mind, your imagination, your um, your consciousness. Okay, that would be like, it's kind of like you're as I said, sitting on the caboose of the train and watching the world like kind of go by you, but you're watching the past. Whereas if you use your imagination with intention and focused attention, you will then be the one driving what you're sensing, driving physicality. There's only one cause, and everything else is effect. That cause is your consciousness, your concept of yourself, your state of being, your awareness. That is the one cause. Everything else is an effect. Um, from the knowledge that you get, right? Awareness precedes all knowledge. It supersedes all knowledge because with awareness and a state of being, you can trump what you have learned and what the world has agreed upon. So this is something to think about. I'm going to end this video here because it's been 15 minutes, but I hope you guys take this to heart and practice it and just start just imagining, using your imagination lovingly and powerfully and intentionally and consciously, and you'll start to see your circumstances start to change around you very quickly the more that you persist in it and the more that you do it. 5 minutes a day, use your imagination and point it in the direction that you want. That's it. 5 minutes a day is the foundation of mastery. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye.